Maybe the most celebrated player in the 2024 NFL Draft is USC quarterback Caleb Williams, number 13. As a freshman in 2021, Williams played at Oklahoma for Lincoln Riley. While in Norman, Williams showed his raw skills, both as a passer and a runner.
Beat the length of the football. It's a keeper all the way. Makes a cut. Dances free and look out. Caleb Williams in the secondary. They're trying to run him down. Dives. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
The playmaking abilities in and outside of the pocket became Williams' trademark.
Throws a strike for a touchdown to Stogner. Williams has plenty of time, steps up, launches downfield for Mims, diving catch!
In 2022, Williams followed Riley to USC, where he started the past 2 seasons. Williams' 6'1", 214-pound frame doesn't seem to hinder his ability to play the quarterback position, drawing comparisons to future Hall of Famer Patrick Mahomes.
Flings it.
Williams leaves USC after his junior year. In 2022, he won the Maxwell Award and the Walter Camp Player of the Year. He chose not to work out at the Combine. The former Heisman Trophy winner Caleb Williams should be the first player taken in the 2024 NFL Draft. Maybe the most experienced player in the 2024 NFL Draft is Oregon quarterback Bo Nix, number 10. The 6'2", 214-pound Nix started his collegiate career at Auburn, playing in 34 games, where he threw for over 7,000 yards and accounted for 57 total touchdowns. In 2022, Nix transferred to Oregon, where he played the past 2 seasons. Nix has consistently shown good accuracy and the ability to read the whole field. He has an uncanny knack of making the right decision and making the right throw. Another trait the NFL scouts love about Nix is his calm demeanor that never wavers in the heat of the moment or in the fourth quarter.
Here's Bo Nix, comes in! Touchdown, Oregon!
Nix has shown a knack to run, too, rushing for 38 career touchdowns. His ability to play the quarterback position has drawn comparisons to future Hall of Famer Drew Brees. Nix set an NCAA record for quarterbacks with 61 career starts. In his career, he passed for over 15,000 yards and 108 touchdowns. In 2023, he was named Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year. At the Combine, Nix did all the drills on the field, showing off his accuracy and poise. Bo Nix should hear his name called in the first 2 rounds of the 2024 NFL Draft. One of the fastest rising players in the 2024 NFL Draft is LSU quarterback Jayden Daniels, number 5. Daniels started his collegiate career at Arizona State before transferring to LSU, where he has spent the last 2 seasons as the Tigers' starting quarterback. The 6'4", 210-pound Daniels combines a rare blend of playmaking abilities and command from the pocket. In 2023, Daniels consistently showed good footwork and good throwing mechanics to be an NFL starting quarterback. This fall, Daniels took his game to another level. He completed over 72% of his passes for over 3,800 yards and 40 touchdowns, and won the prestigious Heisman Trophy. Daniels is a dynamic runner, too, rushing for over 3,000 yards and 34 touchdowns in his career. Daniels must overcome his slender frame to be a durable franchise quarterback, but his vast improvement over the past few years has proven he can handle the chore. In his career, Daniels threw for 12,749 yards and 89 touchdowns. In 2023, he won the Walter Camp and AP Player of the Year awards. Daniels chose not to work out at the Combine. The very talented and confident Jayden Daniels should hear his name in the top of the first round of the 2024 NFL Draft. The quarterback who was at the top of the college football mountain this past season was Michigan's J.J. McCarthy, number 9. For the past 3 years, McCarthy has been coached by former NFL quarterback Jim Harbaugh. The 6'2", 219-pound McCarthy has all the tools to be a franchise quarterback in the NFL. His best strength is his accuracy. He completed nearly 70% of his passes the last 2 seasons with the Wolverines. In his career, McCarthy threw for over 6,000 yards and had 49 touchdowns compared to just 11 interceptions. He guided Michigan to back-to-back Big Ten championships and the 2023 national championship. McCarthy didn't often attack defenses with his legs, but has shown the ability to make the big run when it counts. McCarthy started 28 games at Michigan, going 27-1. In 2023, he was named the Big Ten Quarterback of the Year. He leaves Michigan after his junior year. At the Combine, McCarthy solidified his status as one of the top quarterbacks by making all of the throws on the field. Michigan quarterback J.J. McCarthy will be taken in the top of the first round of the 2024 NFL Draft. The most intriguing quarterback in the 2024 NFL Draft is Drake Maye of North Carolina, number 10. The 6'4", 223-pound Maye has ideal size and intelligence to be a franchise quarterback in the NFL. The past 2 seasons, Maye has been the Tar Heels' starting signal caller, showing outstanding leadership. Maye has a strong arm and can make all the throws from the pocket. A natural thrower, Maye can also improvise. Maye is sneaky athletic while being a physical player in the run game. He rushed for over 1,200 career yards and 16 touchdowns. Maye's inconsistent play from the pocket will need to improve, but there's no doubt he has all the tools to be an immediate starter in the NFL. Maye's father, Mark, played quarterback at North Carolina as well. In 2022, Maye won ACC Player of the Year and finished his career with over 8,000 yards passing and 63 touchdowns. Although Drake Maye chose not to work out at the Combine, he will still hear his name called in the first few picks of the 2024 NFL Draft. One of the most talented receivers to come into the NFL in years is Marvin Harrison Jr. of Ohio State, number 18. Harrison Jr. has big shoes to fill, with his father Harrison Sr., who played 13 seasons with the Colts, catching 1,102 passes for 15,580 yards and 128 touchdowns, and was elected to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2016.
You know where the Colts are going to go with the football. They're going to throw it to Marvin Harrison. Throws upfield. Marvin's got it to 40. That's his 124th catch this year. He's caught more passes than any player in league history in a single season. Drops the throw, pump fake, looks, airs it out deep downfield, intended for Marvin Harrison. He got it! What a circus catch!
At 6 foot 3 inches tall and 209 pounds, Harrison has perfect size and speed to be a number 1 receiver in the NFL.
Take it to Henderson. Stroud surveys, throws the end zone. Easy pitch and catch, and the touchdown.
Harrison has all the intangibles, combining great route running with excellent body control. He sets up defenders with great speed and pace with his routes. Over the past 2 seasons, Harrison has dominated defensive backs, especially in the red zone. In 2023, Harrison won the Fred Biletnikoff Award as the country's best receiver. Scouts and coaches love Harrison's unselfishness and leadership. Harrison leaves Ohio State after his junior year and finished his career with 155 receptions for 2,613 yards and 31 touchdowns. Harrison chose not to work out at the Combine. Marvin Harrison Jr. of Ohio State should follow his father's footsteps in being a first-round pick in the 2024 NFL Draft.
Touchdown Harrison again!
One of the more gifted offensive players in the 2024 NFL Draft is Florida State receiver Keon Coleman, number 4. Coleman spent his first 2 years at Michigan State before transferring to Florida State in 2023. Last fall, Coleman blew up by leading the Seminoles in receptions, receiving yards, and touchdowns with 11. The 6'3", 213-pound Coleman has outstanding route running ability and plenty of speed to get behind defenders.
Has the time to the end zone and a wide open receiver. It's Keon Coleman for the Seminoles touchdown.
Coleman has been compared to Falcons' former first-round receiver Drake London, with the same size and speed. His big play ability has shown up throughout his career. Coleman finished his career with 115 catches and 19 touchdowns. In 2023, he was a semifinalist for the Biletnikoff Award and named first-team All-ACC. At the Combine, Coleman showed off his athletic abilities by leaping 38 inches in the vertical and running a solid 4.62 in the 40. During the field drills, Coleman showed off his excellent route running and hands.
Eyes inside. There it is.
Keon Coleman of Florida State should be taken in the first 50 picks of the 2024 NFL Draft. High on most wide receiver draft boards is Washington's Rome Odunze, number 1. The 6'2", 212-pound Odunze has outstanding size and speed to be a complete receiver at the NFL level. Odunze has routinely showed excellent footwork and good route running ability.
36 over the middle. Caught for a first down. Odunze, pickup of 18.
He can beat tight man-to-man coverage with his strength and consistently makes defenders miss. Odunze also brings plenty of fire and leadership to whatever team drafts him. Not afraid of going over the middle, Odunze can also separate from defensive backs.
Launching downfield, Odunze's wide open. A bust. And this time the play will stand. He's inside the Michigan 30.
Odunze played in 36 games at Washington, finishing with 188 receptions for 3,060 yards and 22 touchdowns. He was named first-team All-Pac-12 in 2022 and 2023. At the Combine, Odunze shined, He ran a fast 4.45 40 while leaping 39 inches in the vertical, 7th best among all wideouts. On the field, he flashed more skills and showing great hands and route running ability. Odunze of Washington should hear his name called in the top of the first round of the draft. One of the more overlooked players in the 2024 NFL Draft is LSU wide receiver Brian Thomas Jr., number 11.
Diggs in the backfield with Daniels, who's been red-hot accurate. And he is again to Brian Thomas.
Although fellow LSU wide receiver Malik Nabers gets most of the headlines, Thomas is just as dangerous. The 6'2", 209-pound Thomas combines great speed and length to beat defenders. Thomas has experience playing outside and in the slot, which allows him to use his speed and technique. Thomas leaves LSU after his junior year. In 2023, he led the nation in receiving touchdowns with 17 and was named second-team All-SEC. At the Combine, Thomas was a star in front of scouts and coaches. He had a vertical of 38 inches, and in the 40 sprinted to a time of 4.33, second fastest among all wideouts. On the field, he showed excellent hands and body control on all drills. LSU's Brian Thomas should join teammate Malik Nabers in the first round of the 2024 NFL Draft. One of the best and more dynamic receivers in the 2024 NFL Draft is LSU's Malik Nabers, number 8. The 6', 200-pound Nabers has all the physical tools to be a number 1 receiver in the NFL.
Daniels on first down, gonna take a shot to the end zone, and Nabers comes up with it!
Physical at the line of scrimmage, Nabers has consistently shown he can beat man-to-man coverage. A great route runner, Nabers always shows excellent footwork and reliable hands. Nabers can also come up with the tough play, making contested catches look routine. Nabers will continue the current run of former Tigers receivers chosen in the first round, like Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase.
down. Gonna launch it to the end zone. Nabers hauls it in again.
Nabers leaves LSU after his junior year. In 2023, he was named a unanimous first-team All-American and first-team All-SEC. He finished his career as LSU's all-time leader in receiving yards with 3,003. Despite choosing not to work out at the Combine, LSU's Malik Nabers should hear his name called in the top 10 picks of the 2024 NFL Draft. The top tight end on most NFL draft boards is Brock Bowers of Georgia, number 19. The 6'3", 243-pound Bowers is a do-it-all tight end who can play the Y position in the NFL. His ability to catch and block separates him from all the other tight ends in the draft. At Georgia, Bowers was their top offensive target, and he played like it, making the contested catches routinely. Bowers also excels in blocking for the run game. Maybe his best strength is as a red zone weapon. Bowers finished his career with 31 total touchdowns.
Look at her throw here, dumps it off short. There is Bowers. Bowers slips through a tackle. Into UT Martin territory. That's Brock Bowers, the reigning Mackey Award winner.
A mismatch most of the time against linebackers or safeties, Bowers dominated his position, winning the John Mackey Award as the nation's top tight end in 2022 and 2023. Bowers' all-around ability as a tight end has earned him comparisons to former Cowboys All-Pro Jason Witten. Bowers leaves Georgia after his junior year. He finished his career with 175 receptions for over 2,500 yards and helped the Bulldogs win back-to-back national championships in 2021 and 2022. Bowers chose not to work out at the Combine due to an injury. Brock Bowers should be the first tight end taken in the 2024 NFL Draft. One look at Oklahoma offensive tackle Tyler Guyton, number 60, and you can see why he is high on all draft boards. The massive Guyton stands 6'7" and weighs 322 pounds. Guyton has the tools to be an elite tackle at the NFL level. He shows good feet and pass protection, as well as being able to move and block in space. Guyton shows he can compete at the point of attack and play either right or left tackle. He needs improvement in the run game with his technique and strength. Guyton spent 2 years at TCU before transferring to Oklahoma. In 2023, he started 10 games at tackle and made honorable mention All Big 12. At the Combine, Guyton flashed his unique athletic abilities for a big man. He ran a 5.19 40-yard dash, while on the field, he showed good hands and footwork. An intriguing prospect, Tyler Guyton will hear his name called in the first 2 rounds of the draft. Fashanu, number 74, is one of the most impressive offensive linemen available in this year's draft. Over the past 3 seasons, NFL scouts and coaches have praised the 6'6", 312-pound Fashanu. He combines good size and athleticism to be a starting left tackle at the next level.
Atmosphere here in Tampa for this outback ball. Clippers going to run.
A good team leader, Fashanu will prepare and do whatever it takes to be successful.
They all jump on the underneath routes. How is that possible? But he is a redshirt freshman. Penn State looking for some consistency on the offensive line, looking ahead to next year. Maybe he's going to be part of the solution. I think he's played pretty well.
Yeah.
He will have to improve his footwork and technique, but has all the tools to work with, especially in the run game. In 2023, Fashanu was named a team captain and named the Big Ten Offensive Lineman of the Year. Last fall, he allowed 0 sacks and 365 pass blocking snaps. At the Combine in Indy, Fashanu was ready to show off his athletic abilities. He jumped 32 inches in the vertical and ran a 5.11 in the 40. Fashanu might be the first tackle taken in the first round of the 2024 NFL Draft. One of the more complete offensive linemen in the 2024 NFL Draft is Taliese Fuaga of Oregon State, number 75. The 6'5", 324-pound Fuaga has everything an NFL line coach would want. He combines size, ability, and aggressiveness in pass protecting against edge rushers. In the run game, he can be a mauler, using his strength to overpower defenders. Although he has been a starter at right tackle, some scouts see him as a guard, as he needs some work with his feet and technique. At the Senior Bowl, Fuaga worked hard to make a great impression. In 2022, Fuaga was named second team All-Pac-12, while in 2023 he was named first team and was selected a team captain. In Indy at the Combine, Fuaga had a workmanlike workout, running a solid 5.13 40 and performing extremely well with the drills on the field. Offensive line prospect Taliese Fuaga should hear his name called in the first round of the draft. One of the more versatile offensive linemen in the 2024 draft is Barton of Duke, number 62. The 6'5", 313-pound Barton has all the tools to be a successful lineman at the next level. In pass protection, he shows good feet and strength to stop athletic edge rushers. In the run game, Barton is a technician. He moves well, can pull, and stays on blocks effectively. Despite needing to work on not grabbing at escaped defenders, Barton's athleticism will make him a candidate to start earlier than later. As a freshman, Barton played center at Duke before kicking out to left tackle, showing scouts and coaches his versatility to help any team that drafts him. Barton played 40 games at Duke. He was named first-team All-ACC in 2022 and 2023, and gave up only 41 total pressures in 3 seasons at tackle. Barton chose not to work out at the Combine. The versatile Barton will hear his name called in the first round of the draft. Joe Alt of Notre Dame, number 76, has arguably been one of the best offensive linemen in college football the past several years. The younger Alt will follow in his father's footsteps. John Alt was a first-round pick of the Kansas City Chiefs in 1984 and went on to a 13-year career, playing 179 games and making 2 Pro Bowls. The former Irish has perfect size, strength, and footwork to be a starting left tackle in the NFL. The massive 6'8", 321-pound Alt uses his hands to knock defenders off the ball and locks on to protect the quarterback's blind side. As a run blocker, Alt is technically sound with his feet in moving his opponent. Alt does have a tendency to lean forward too much, but overall has all the tools to be a bookend tackle at the NFL level. Alt leaves Notre Dame after his junior year. He was named a first-team All-American in 2022 and 2023, and was a team captain in 2023. At the Combine, Alt showed scouts and coaches his overall athletic ability in the drills on the field and ran a solid 5.05 40.
Go! Flat, flat, flat. Hey, we're riding it for 1 second. Riding flat for 1 second in your mind.
Joe Alt might be the first offensive lineman selected in the 2024 NFL Draft. One of the best offensive lineman prospects in the 2024 NFL Draft is Oregon center Jackson Powers Johnson, number 58. As a freshman, Powers Johnson played some on the defensive side of the ball.
Tight end to play defensive end, and then Jackson Powers Johnson is going to play some defensive line, moving over from the offensive line.
But Powers Johnson will make his mark on the offensive line. Whether pass protecting or run blocking, the 6'3", 328-pounder holds up very well. Although he'll be drafted as a center, Powers Johnson has experience at guard.
All day to throw the football. He's got the first down. Fox Ferguson is tied in. Bucky Irvin. Rick catching the ball out of the backfield. Here's Bo Nix. Comes in. Touchdown, Oregon.
At the Senior Bowl, Powers Johnson showed off that versatility by doing drills at both center and guard. Powers Johnson leaves Oregon after his junior year. In 2023, he was named a unanimous All-American and won the Remington Trophy as the best center in college football. At the Combine, Powers Johnson did a solid vertical of 32 inches, while his performance in the drills on the field solidified him as the top center prospect. Jackson Powers Johnson should be the first center taken in the 2024 NFL Draft. One of the more intriguing offensive line prospects is Amarius Mims of Georgia, number 65. The 6'7", 340-pound Mims has the size and skill to play tackle at the next level.
Shot to the end zone. What a grab. That's a touchdown.
Mims can use his feet and hands well. In the run game, he looks to dominate and overpower his opponent.
Gave him a chance to show off his hurling skills.
The longest play of the game on offense, and then Robinson finishes the drill.
Sometimes he lunges forward too much, but that can be corrected with proper coaching. Mims leaves Georgia after his junior year. He started at right tackle and was a member of the Bulldogs national championship teams in 2021 and 2022. At the Combine, Mims did a vertical jump of 25.5 and ran a 40 time of 5.07 seconds. Amarius Mims can play either right or left tackle and should hear his name called in the first 50 picks of the 2024 draft. Maybe the best overall offensive lineman in the 2024 NFL Draft is J.C. Latham of Alabama, number 65. Latham, at 6'5" and 342 pounds, has the combination of size, length, and technique to become an ideal tackle in the NFL. Despite his big body, Latham moves with quick feet and uses his hands well in either pass blocking or run blocking. Latham also shows a mean streak and attitude while finishing blocks. He tends to grab some, but that can improve. Latham has all the building blocks to play either right or left tackle. Latham leaves Alabama after his junior year. He started for 2 seasons at right tackle and was named first-team All-SEC in 2023. At the Combine, Latham did not run or jump, but instead showed his athletic abilities in the field drills.
I will give you the indicator.
Sit go! Ha!
Yeah. That's it.
The gifted J.C. Latham should hear his name called in the first round of the draft.
From DeSoto, number 90, Byron Murphy II.
Defensive tackle Byron Murphy II, number 90, is ready to leave Texas for the NFL.
Curveball Rice out of Houston, Texas. Oh boy, a swarm of burnt orange.
Scouts and coaches will question Murphy's size at 6'1", 297 pounds. But his compact frame and quickness will make him an intriguing prospect, especially if he continues to develop his hand usage. Murphy takes on blockers very well. Despite concerns about his size, Murphy is a dog in the middle of the defensive line. Murphy can also be a weapon on offense. Murphy leaves Texas after his junior year. In 2023, he was named first-team All-Big 12 and was selected the league's Defensive Lineman of the Year. At the Combine, Murphy had a strong showing. he sprinted to a time of 4.87 seconds in the 40, while his work on the field was sharp and impressive for scouts and coaches.
There you go.
With some technique work, Byron Murphy II could become dominant in the NFL. He's projected as a top 50 pick in the 2024 draft. One of the more impressive defensive linemen in the 2024 NFL draft is Jer'Zhan Newton of Illinois, number 4. The 6'2", 304-pounder has the prototypical size for an NFL interior defensive lineman. He's versatile enough to play both inside and outside. Newton has great hand usage and sets up blockers very well. Newton was named First Team All-Big Ten twice, and in 2023 he was named Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year. He chose not to work out at the Combine. Jer'Zhan Newton of Illinois has all the physical tools that teams love. He's projected as a first-round pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. Maybe the best pass rusher in the 2024 NFL Draft is Florida State edge player Jared Verse, number 5. The 6'4", 254-pound Verse is an explosive edge rusher who shows a great burst at the top of the rush. He combines that with excellent inside moves to get to the quarterback.
Third and 8. Brown, he is sacked. And that is Jared Verse. A flag is down at the 42.
Verse has a skill set as an outside edge rusher that makes him an ideal fit for any defensive scheme.
Warmer backed up and taken down by Jared Verse, his 8th sack of the season.
During his 2-year career at Florida State, Verse had 18 sacks. Verse brings an alpha mentality to the field and doesn't back down to anybody. He'll need to improve his tackling technique, but has all the tools to become an immediate starter in the NFL. Verse played 3 years at Albany before playing 25 career games at Florida State. He was named First Team All-ACC twice. Participating at the Combine, Verse excelled, running his 40 in 4.58 seconds, third best among defensive linemen, while impressing scouts and coaches with his athletic abilities and power on the field.
Lean into it. That's it right there. Nice job, Jared. Now burst! Burst! There you go. Good fire. Good. Love it.
Jared Verse of Florida State should be taken in the first round of the draft. Playing for a school known for NFL-caliber defensive linemen, UCLA edge rusher Latu, number 15, is next in line. Latu spent 3 seasons at Washington before transferring to UCLA. The 6'5", 259-pound Latu was a 3-year starter at edge rusher. He possesses elite pass rush traits when getting after the quarterback.
Pressured immediately, and he goes down. Latu, there was the speed. I mean, that's the example right there of what makes that kid special, his second sack.
Latu plays with a rugged demeanor, using his power and speed to get off blocks. He finished his career with 24 sacks. Scouts would like to see better technique when playing the run so he can be a more complete player. Latu can fit a 3-4 defense as an outside rusher.
The call, sacked again, Latu.
Latu has concerns about a neck injury he suffered at Washington. He was named first-team All-Pac-12 twice, and in 2023 won the Ted Hendricks and Lombardi Awards. At the Senior Bowl, Latu practiced and played like a first-rounder. In Indy at the Combine, Latu ran a 4.64 40 while performing extremely well in the drills on the field. The former UCLA Bruin, Latu, should hear his name called in the first round of the draft. One of the most physically gifted defensive players in this year's draft is Penn State edge rusher Chop Robinson, number 44. After playing 1 season at Maryland, Robinson played the past 2 years at Penn State. The 6'3", 254-pound Robinson combines good size and speed to maximize his athletic abilities. Robinson flashes superior speed from his edge position, always around the ball. In his career, he made 20 tackles for loss and had 11.5 sacks. Robinson has been compared to former Penn State star pass rusher Micah Parsons, showing the same passion and elite athleticism. Robinson leaves Penn State after his junior year. He played in 30 career games, and in 2023, he was named first-team All-Big Ten. At the Combine, Robinson was the breakout star. He ran a very fast 40 of 4.48, best among all defensive linemen. While on the field, he showed that trademark quickness and explosion.
Quick, get over the bag. Get over the bag, pump yard. Come on, get over the bag, pump yard. Get over the bag. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Get around him. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey.
Chop Robinson will hear his name in the first round of the 2024 NFL Draft. The most complete defensive player in this year's draft is Alabama edge defender Dallas Turner, number 15. The 6'3", 247-pound Turner has perfect size and speed to make an immediate impact in the NFL. A 3-year starter with the Crimson Tide, Turner was a wrecking crew when rushing the passer. Using his long arms and unique strength and speed, Turner finished his career with 22.5 sacks. A technician getting off and splitting blocks, Turner holds up well against the run, too, finishing his career with over 100 tackles. Turner brings outstanding leadership traits to any team. He has been compared to former first-rounder Brian Burns in size and skill, impacting the game in different ways. Turner's speed is special, and he has the traits to start from day one with the NFL team that drafts him. Turner leaves Alabama after his junior year. In 2023, he was selected an All-American, first-team All-SEC, and named SEC Co-Defensive Player of the Year. At the Combine, Turner put on a show. He had a vertical jump of 40.5 inches, first among linebackers, while his 40 time of 4.46 was second. He also performed extremely well in the drills on the field, showing off his quickness and pass rush speed.
There you go. Both feet over. Come on, finish.
Dallas Turner of Alabama will hear his name called in the top half of the first round of the 2024 NFL Draft. One of the most complete defensive players in the 2024 NFL Draft is Alabama defensive back Terrion Arnold, number 3. The 6', 189-pound Arnold has all the physical and mental tools to play cornerback in today's NFL. Arnold has outstanding cover abilities and consistently shows off the versatility that has led scouts to compare him to former Pro Bowl corner Marshawn Lattimore. Arnold is fast and fluid for his size. He has the ability to attack the ball with 6 career interceptions and 20 pass breakups. Teams sometimes just shied away from Arnold, and for 3 seasons he has been coached hard by Nick Saban. Overall, Arnold has a complete game as a run defender and blitzer.
first down. They'll fake the toss and look to go deep down the sideline. It is batted away. Terrion Arnold with great hands, denying DJ England Chisholm.
With few weaknesses in his game, Arnold can become a starter from the day he's drafted, making him one of the safest picks in the draft. Arnold leaves Alabama after his junior year. In 2023, he was named a first-team All-American by the AP and first-team All-SEC. At the Combine, Arnold performed flawlessly. In the broad jump, he leapt 10 feet 9 inches.
10-9.
While in the 40, sprinted to a time of 4.50. On the field, he showed off his great footwork and body control.
It's going hot, on hot.
Terrion Arnold of Alabama will go in the first round of the 2024 NFL Draft. One of the more physically gifted defensive players in the 2024 NFL Draft is Iowa cornerback Cooper DeJean, number 3. The 6-foot, 203-pound DeJean has a perfect combination of size and speed to play man-to-man or zone coverage in the NFL. His footwork is consistently good while shadowing the opponent's best receivers.
To throw, got it over the middle and nothing there. Jalen Knoll overrun by DeJean again.
Downfield. That's trouble. Cooper DeJean read that thing from a mile away.
DeJean has great instincts and plays the ball well. He has 7 career interceptions and 13 pass breakups.
Complete DeJean once. Oh, wow. First down. And a run. It's Norton with a bit of a crease. He turned the corner on DeJean, who just got a piece of him. Iowa does get the ball out at halftime here, and a big drive coming up. Oh, man, he's smoked by DeJean.
DeJean also is one of the best punt returners in the draft, averaging over 13 yards per return.
He's going to go for it. Makes a couple of bad miss. Look at Cooper DeJean get a block. DeJean to the outside. Has a crease across the 35. Knocked out at the 38-yard line.
DeJean played in 30 career games at Iowa. He was named first-team All-Big Ten twice and was selected as the Big Ten Defensive Back of the Year in 2023. Despite not performing at the Combine due to injury, the very talented Cooper DeJean should hear his name called in the first 50 picks of the 2024 NFL Draft. One of the more underrated defensive players in the 2024 NFL Draft is Clemson cornerback Nate Wiggins, number 2. The 6'1", 173-pound Wiggins combines good technique with a physical style of play. During his career at Clemson, he showed the ability to play man-to-man, but might shine better in the NFL playing in a zone scheme. Wiggins has great ball skills, with 3 career interceptions and 21 passes defended. Wiggins will have to improve his tackling in the run game, but as a cornerback has all the tools to be a starter. Wiggins played in 27 career games and leaves Clemson after his junior year. In 2023, he was named first-team All-ACC. At the Combine, Wiggins flashed his pure athletic ability by leaping 36 inches in the vertical and running a fast 4.29 40. Nate Wiggins of Clemson will come off the board in the first round of the draft. One of the most under-the-radar defensive prospects in the 2024 NFL Draft is Toledo cornerback Quinyon Mitchell, number 27. The 6-foot, 195-pound Mitchell possesses perfect size, speed, and strength to be a starting cornerback in the NFL. Maybe more suited for teams that play off-man or zone, Mitchell is a special athlete. Mitchell has excellent feet and good ball skills. He had 6 career interceptions and a whopping 45 pass breakups. Mitchell needs work on his man-to-man skills, but scouts and coaches love the rest of his game. Mitchell played in 43 games at Toledo. He was named first-team All-MAC twice and was the first Toledo player named as a semifinalist for the Bednarik Award. At the Combine, Mitchell continued to turn heads. He had a vertical leap of 38 inches, while in the 40 he sprinted to a fast time of 4.33 seconds. On the field, he showed excellent footwork and overall athletic ability. Quinyon Mitchell will look to become the University of Toledo's first-round pick since Dan Williams in 1993. Maybe the top cornerback in the 2024 NFL Draft is Alabama's Kool-Aid McKinstry, number 1. A perfect combination of size and speed, the 5'11", 200-pound McKinstry has all the tools to be a shutdown corner in the NFL. Consistently showing outstanding footwork and technique, McKinstry excels in man-to-man coverage. He finished his career with 25 passes defended.
Seeing a downfield shot, and again, it's a contested throw, broken up there by McKinstry.
McKinstry plays with a high football IQ and can bring the sugar as a physical tackler with nearly 100 career stops.
Again, McKinstry in coverage in his 4th down yet again.
Like every good corner, McKinstry looks to take chances in coverage, as he is the most complete corner in the draft. Kool-Aid leaves Alabama after his junior year. He was named first-team All-SEC twice, and in 2023 was a first-team All-American. At the Combine, McKinstry chose not to work out. Alabama's Kool-Aid McKinstry should hear his name called in the first round of the 2024 NFL Draft.